A young black student sits confidently in a high school chemistry lab, surrounded by beakers, test tubes, and intricate molecular models. She wears a lab coat and safety goggles, her expression one of deep focus and intelligence as she carefully pours a vivid, glowing liquid into a flask. The background features a large chalkboard filled with complex chemical equations and diagrams, showing her advanced understanding of the subject. Behind her, a teacher stands in the shadows, arms crossed, with an expression of disbelief and frustration. He had expected her to struggle, but instead, she thrives, her natural talent shining through. The scene captures the moment of realization. She is not only succeeding but excelling beyond expectations. The lighting emphasizes the contrast between the teacher's doubt and the student's brilliance, with a soft glow illuminating her work area, making her the undeniable focal point of the image. The art style is realistic with dramatic elements, capturing emotion and depth in the character's expressions and body language. Here is the beginning. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe and follow. A determined black student stands at the front of a chemistry classroom, confidently explaining a complex equation on the chalkboard. Her eyes shine with intelligence and passion as she gestures toward the detailed molecular structures and formulas she has written. The room is filled with students watching in awe, some whispering in admiration. In the background, the teacher, who had underestimated her, looks shocked and frustrated, gripping a red pen tightly. His plan to make her fail has backfired, and now he is forced to acknowledge her brilliance. Sunlight from the windows casts a warm glow on the student, symbolizing her triumph, while the teacher remains in the shadows, representing his bias and disbelief. The scene captures a moment of justice and empowerment, where talent and perseverance break through barriers. The art style is semi-realistic with dramatic lighting to emphasize the contrast between the student's success and the teacher's failure to suppress her potential. A young black student sits confidently at a chemistry competition, surrounded by judges and fellow contestants. She is wearing a crisp lab coat, safety goggles resting on her forehead, as she carefully mixes two glowing liquids in a beaker. The reaction creates a vibrant, swirling mist, capturing the attention of everyone around her. The judges, an older panel of scientists, lean in with expressions of amazement, taking notes as they watch her precise technique. In the background, her chemistry teacher stands stiffly, arms crossed, his face frozen in disbelief. He had tried to undermine her, but now he can only watch as she outshines everyone in the room. Other students glance at her with admiration, some whispering about how she solved the most difficult problem effortlessly. The atmosphere is filled with tension, yet the student remains composed, her confidence radiating through the scene. The lighting is dramatic, with a spotlight subtly highlighting her and the experiment, emphasizing her intelligence and success. The color palette contrasts the warm glow of the reaction with the cooler, darker tones of the jealous teacher in the background, reinforcing the story of triumph against prejudice. The art style is realistic with a cinematic feel, capturing every detail of the student's moment of victory. A young black student stands on a grand stage, receiving a prestigious award for her groundbreaking achievement in chemistry. She holds a golden trophy in one hand and a certificate in the other, her face glowing with pride and determination. The audience, filled with scientists, professors, and fellow students, erupts into applause, some standing in admiration of her brilliance. Bright stage lights shine down on her, making her the undeniable focal point of the moment. In the background, her former chemistry teacher watches from the sidelines, his expression a mix of shock, regret, and frustration. He had tried to make her fail, but now she stands victorious, proving her talent to the world. Nearby, a group of students whisper about her incredible journey, recounting how she overcame unfair obstacles to reach this moment of triumph. The scene is rich with detail, the shimmer of the trophy reflecting the stage lights, the folds of her academic sash draped over her shoulders, and the expressions of admiration from those around her. The composition highlights her success while subtly portraying the disbelief of those who doubted her. The art style is semi-realistic with a cinematic touch, emphasizing emotion, lighting, and depth to capture the significance of her victory. A brilliant student stands in a futuristic chemistry lab, surrounded by advanced scientific equipment and holographic molecular models floating in the air. They wear a sleek, modern lab coat with their name embroidered on it, safety goggles resting on their head. In front of them, a groundbreaking chemical experiment is taking place. Liquids of vibrant colors swirl together in a glass chamber, creating a dazzling reaction that illuminates the room. Around them, a group of top scientists and researchers watch in awe, some taking notes, others exchanging impressed glances. A large digital screen behind them displays complex equations and their name in bold letters, recognizing them as a leading genius in the field. Their posture is confident, their eyes filled with determination. They have not only proven themselves but revolutionized the world of chemistry. In the shadows, a former teacher watches from afar, their face frozen in disbelief and regret. They had once tried to sabotage the student, but now that student stands at the pinnacle of success, changing the future with their brilliance. The scene radiates a sense of triumph, innovation, and the undeniable power of perseverance. Will you like to hear a story like this? Subscribe and follow for more.